I already know.
Yeah, you know.
So here we go. This is Byron Scott. This is the 9 to 5 wholesaler show. And I got my guy Cass here with me today, and he gonna talk about how he's wholesaling out of California. Um, I try to come to you every day. If you're new to the channel, I do a show every day, the 9 to 5 wholesaler show, to talk about how you can wholesale with your 9 to 5, or how you can wholesale with your 9 to 5 and try to get out of that 9 to 5 through wholesaling. So today we're gonna bring a guy who's fairly new to the game, but definitely got some stripes, that could talk to you guys about how you can get started wholesaling. If you're watching this on the replay, you can leave questions or comments below. I'm pretty sure Cass or myself jump in and answer some questions. If you're on the live, we'll take some of your questions toward the end. But we're gonna jump right into it, man. I got a series of questions I like to ask Cass, and you stay tuned to the end. We'll talk about some things that could probably help you get started, and talk about how you can connect with Cass. So, Cass, what were you doing, man, before you start wholesaling?
Oh man, I work in a hospital, man. But I started right around the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right around that time, like everybody else, man, I was sitting home and just pondering what was the next thing to do. And it's crazy because I don't I don't even go on YouTube. Well, I do now, but I wasn't even going on YouTube. Like I would go on YouTube like probably once every 3 months or something like that. Like literally didn't go on there. And for some reason, one night I was just strolled on YouTube and I hit the theme song for Flipman. That got me rolling, bro. I mean, that song, it just stuck out. Like it just appeared out of nowhere. So I was like, what is this? I popped onto that. The theme song caught me, and I started watching it from there, and just start taking off, man.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember watching Flood Man around the same time, man, and
Yeah,
I thought he was fake. Like
yeah,
I thought he was a scam.
yeah. Me too, man. Because like when I started looking at it, I was like, man, you can't get into real estate with no money, bro. I was like, what is this guy? I thought it was one of them things like, what you see online where you turn $500 into like $5,000, one of those scams. I thought it was something like that. I was like, yo, this dude ain't real.
Yeah, I thought Flip Man was a scam, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
started watching around the same time.
yeah.
So what?
Yeah,
So what? So you saw my interview with Flip Man on YouTube?
yeah, no, actually, yeah, yeah. Like I started around the same time I saw your interview. Like I saw your interview probably about a week after I really found Flip Man. And when I saw that, I was like, wow, man, this is real. Like, this dude is real right here. And I
Yeah.
started watching it from there. So I started right when your interview aired. I started right around right around that time. I believe I started in I found Flipman May of 2020. And bro, from there, I spent the next 2 months. I was addicted to it, just day and night, man. No radio, nothing, just straight wholesaling videos, man.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. I guess we started around the same time. So
Yeah, yeah. That's
tell
why
us about.
I felt that connection, man.
Yeah. So take us on the road to your first deal. Like how did you what was your plan to try to get your first deal?
Oh man.
And take us along that road. How long did it take and all that stuff?
Well, my first deal took about roughly around 7 months, I believe it was. Yeah,
Dang.
7 months.
Ooh, you gotta stay strong.
Yeah, let me tell you the story behind that, bro. Like I started the cold calling, right? Excuse me. I started cold calling.
Yeah.
And you know how it is when you cold call, man. You get a lot of curse outs and things like that, man. I just want to
Yeah.
put this out there. If you're not getting cursed out, then you're not cold calling. You know what I mean? You're not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my first deal came. I'm gonna tell you how that came in. I was cold calling, and I came across this one guy. I called him, and he answered the phone, and I went through my pitch, you know, and he laughed at me, bro. He just
Yeah.
laughed. He was like, he laughed. He's like, nah, man, I ain't got no house for you. I ain't got no house to sell. So he hung up, and I was like, all right. And that just shot my confidence right there, bro. I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't do this cold calling thing. So
Yeah.
I was looking into the text blasting, right? And about 2 days after that phone call, my phone rings and I answered it, and it was that guy. And I recognized his voice right away,
Yeah.
right away. And he asked for me. I said, yeah, this is him. He said, I spoke with you a couple of days ago in reference to our house. And I said, yeah, yeah. And he said, listen, I got a name for you and a number for you to call. And I said, oh, okay, you got me a lead. He was like, no, I got you a deal. And I was like,
Dang.
whoa. And bro, he was like, he said, yo, when you call this person, he said, they're waiting for your call. He gave me the lady's name. He said, she's waiting for your call. He said, but listen, man, he said, relax. He said, relax, man, take your time. He said, don't sound like a script, bro. He said, you sound like you're your computer or something. He was like, just
Yeah.
be yourself, be natural, man. Just talk to her. He said, you can do this. You got this. And I said, all right. So I called the lady. She's waiting on me. Turned out, man, I got that deal under wrap, like right after his phone call. Like it was almost like God sent it, because I wasn't getting nothing up until that point, bro.
Yeah. So
And
what were you doing? Like what was you using the cold call? Like what
I
system were you using?
I started using Mojo Dollar,
Yeah. Okay.
and
And
and, and
how much did that cost?
oh, I believe it was 115, something like that, 115
Okay.
bucks. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, somewhere in that area, 100 bucks, 115 bucks or something like that.
And where did you get your list?
I got it off Prop Stream. I went
Oh,
off of
okay.
Prop Stream, and I got a retired landlord, uh, absentee owner. Rather, I was just hitting them all, bro. I was like, when I first started Prop Stream, like everybody else, I didn't really know how to use it, so I was just like pulling anything,
Yeah.
see
And was
stick.
this in California?
Yeah, yeah. I started in California. I started in Cali, and it's just whoa, this is a tough market, bro.
Yeah, I
Tough
know. I
market.
already know.
Like that first deal that I got out here, that was pure luck, bro.
Yeah.
And my second California deal didn't come after that one until I think it was like 4 months after the first deal was my second California deal. Like they come few and far between, but they do come. You just got to grind extra hard out here, bro.
Got you. So keep taking us through that first deal. So the guy called you back
Yeah,
and you
he.
called the lady, and what happened there?
I called the lady. She was an older lady, and she was going into a nursing home, and she was trying to sell a house. House needed a lot of work and everything like that. And
Yeah.
so, you know, I think the ARV on that property at the time, I believe it was seven eighty, 780, 780,000, and I got her under lock for 620, 625.
Man, some crazy numbers out there, man.
Yeah, yeah, and one thing about the houses out here, man, like as soon as you get them under lock, man, people taking them like real quick, you know.
Yeah.
So now that first deal, I wound up my first deal. I think I netted like 33.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dog,
and that was my first.
$33,000
Yeah,
just like that.
that was off the deal that he sent me. You know what I mean? Off that.
Dang.
So that was like, wow, that was from there, man. It was like, wow, that just gives you the motivation to keep moving.
And it took you 7 months to do that.
Yeah, roughly around 7 months. 7 months of straight.
Woo!
No, check it out. 7 months of straight cold calling. Straight. I was cold calling at
Dang.
the time. I was cold calling for about 4 hours a day, and I didn't. I was messing up on my script. Yeah, everything, man. I was nervous, man. Everything, but I was just trying to keep going, keep going.
So where did you get the contracts? Where did you get the contracts to do the deal? Like, how did
I
you get the contracts?
I got the contract off of Flipman. His
Yeah.
contract, his free contract. Well, I
Okay.
started with his free contract. I just
And what
do.
did you use for the buyer? You use the same thing for the buyer? You double close it or something? Or did
Uh,
you assign it?
no, I straight assigned that one. I
Okay.
straight assigned that one. For the most part, now I do a lot double closing. But
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did you use Flipman assignment contract or did you use
Yeah,
a different person?
no, I used Flipman assignment contract at the time.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
exactly it, man. But Yeah, I just straight assigned out. Yeah, I mean, the numbers, it worked for everybody, and I didn't have trouble finding a buyer for that at all. In fact, I had people still knocking at me when it was already gone.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. 33K on your first deal. What were you thinking after the deal was done? You got the check in your hand. What were you thinking?
Man, I tell you, I was just like, I couldn't believe it. Like, it was like, man, I've never had this much money at one time. It was like, it was almost like, how you stare at your check, man. I must have stared at that check, man, for hours, like positive. And the crazy thing about it is, how
Yeah,
you're going through the motions, and I'm like, man, when I get my first deal, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. So it was
yeah,
kind of like a blessing that I didn't get it right away, because I was like, if I'd have got a deal right away, man, Lord knows where that money would have went, because
yeah,
I was thinking all kind of crazy things, man.
yeah.
Then as time went on, and by the time I got that first deal, man, it was like, you know what? Let's invest this. Let's just put it right back in, man.
So yeah, you understood how hard it was to get to
Yeah,
that spot.
yeah, and the money that using on your software and things like that. So I was like, you know what? Let's just make this thing work, man, and just throw it right back in.
Got you. So now you done your first deal, you got that under your belt. What steps do you take, or what's your mindset as far as trying to, what's your mindset as far as taking this thing from being one deal to actually being like a business? Like
You know,
what were you thinking in between doing one deal and creating a system where you're doing multiple deals?
honestly, B, like when I got started and got this deal, I didn't think like I could turn it into a business,
Yeah,
because it was like I'm watching everybody else like striving their business. I just wanted to get the first deal. Let's see if this thing worked, and go from there, like play it by ear kind of thing.
yeah,
But then as I'm going on, I'm getting better and better in terms of learning things, and watching everybody else. All the top guys. I watch everybody, all the top
yeah.
guys, and that's when I thought, I could turn this into a business. And
So were you still at your 9 to 5, or what
yep.
what was going on?
Yeah, I was still at my 9 to 5, because like even though I netted 33, it sounds like a lot, but out here it's not.
Yeah, yeah,
Out here
yeah,
it's not. Like
yeah.
you can go through that real quick. So that's when I started watching more videos, Max Maxwell and people like that, in terms of growing your business. So that's when I got into, let's see if we can turn this into a business thing. So then I start studying on how to escalate things, and put it toward a business, and we've been off and running ever since, man.
Got you, got you, got you. So, what do you think was the biggest mindset from working your 9 to 5 to like where you are even right now? Like, what do you think was the biggest mindset shift that you had to make in order from being somebody who was just working 9 to 5 to being somebody who's like running a legit business where you're wholesaling and doing deals?
Well, my mindset was more so I had to believe in myself, first of all. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You got to believe it to achieve it. And I always wanted to get into real estate, but I never had the money to get into real estate. And so my mind just shifted once that deal came through. I just started focusing on the next step, and my mindset just changed. It was like focus straight ahead, like planning this business step by step, and started meditating more, reading books, just getting your mind ready. You got to think like that. If you can think it, you can achieve it. So my
got
mindset, just my focus changed. It changed toward just learning more about the business part of it. I started studying everything from the taxes, things that never interested me before this, because I never thought that I would be in a situation like this. So I just started changing my focus toward how to run a business. I started
got
reading books about how to run a business, and how to obtain wealth, things of that
you.
nature.
Yeah. So you kind of like geeking out on this stuff. I see myself doing that sometimes too. But Max, I think Max Maxwell talk about like being obsessed. Like you got to be obsessed with it. Like it has to be an obsession. And sound like you were doing the same thing.
No, and that's true, man. Like I said, I was obsessed. Once I started and things start kicking in, I mean, from sun up to sundown, man, I was straight all real estate videos, like no music in the car, none of that, man. I was listening to all kind of podcasts, man. Everything. You have to be obsessed with it. In fact, I was so obsessed with it, man. You would hear like I watched every video of Flipman, and the theme song would be constantly on in the background. Even when I'm in another part of the room doing something, you'd hear the next video kicking in. Like, I had it on autoplay, bro. Just learning as much as I could. You got to be obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's a thing, man. Max Maxwell, like I said, he's right, man. It's just being obsessed. It'll take you a long way. So what does your business look like today? Like, what does your business look like today? How are you operating today?
Well, right now I'm virtual. I'm doing virtual, of course. I'm still doing the California thing, but I'm in 3 markets now. I'm in Florida, basically out of the Orlando area, but all of Florida, basically, and Iowa. And I remember talking to you about that. And you was like, "Yo, what's out there, bro?" But I'm in the Iowa market as well. I have a friend of mine. I call him my brother, but a good friend of mine. He's out in Davenport, and I kind of JV with him out there. And so that's how I got into that market. But right now the business is going good, man. I got a pipeline going, and I'm getting referrals, and speaking up a little more because I never really been out there. If you look, man, I wasn't out there, like, in terms of putting myself out there to see. I was always that shy behind the camera kind of guy. But this thing started blowing up a little bit, and it was like, you know what, you need to get out there. You need to get. So right now the business is just, it's booming, it's moving ahead, and seeing what the next step takes.
So what are you doing as far as like marketing? Like, how are you marketing? So, like, how are you even contacting sellers?
Oh man, marketing. I'm still going through Facebook groups. I have some sellers in each market. I'm sorry, buyers in each market, and I go by what they want, their criteria. So I start popping it up. And as far as sellers, man, I'm finding them on Facebook. I'm finding them everywhere,
So
bro.
you're doing Facebook ads?
Yeah, I did a couple Facebook ads, but that wasn't really like doing much for me at that point. So it was like I dipped and dabbed into that, but a lot of it, I'm just doing like batch leads, pulling up leads and things like that. Just still cold calling.
Oh, okay. Cold calling.
Yeah, cold calling, text blasting.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing text blasting now, so more so.
Do you still use Mojo for your cold calling?
I use batch dialer.
Oh, okay. Batch dialer.
Yeah, I got batch dialer. I've switched back and forth several times to see what works for me. And right now I'm using batch dialer. And I've used Lead Sherpa, everything. You name it, I've used it.
So you use batch dialer, and do you have VAs that cold call for you?
Yeah. Each market I have 3 VAs at the moment, man. One in my Florida market, one out here in my Cali market, and the other in the Iowa market.
Gotcha. And which market you think is the hottest as far as bringing in leads? Like, is it Florida? Is it Iowa? Is it Cali?
Florida for me. Florida.
Yeah, say Florida hot.
Florida, bro. Florida's a match right now. Like, I'm getting most of my deals from there.
Dang,
from
that's crazy, dude.
I got 3 in the pipeline now in Florida.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah. So that's good. So you cold call, you text, seller comes in, VA sends it to you. Do you have an acquisition manager, or who does the VA take it to?
They bring it straight to me, bro. I'm a small.
Okay.
I keep it small, but it's starting to grow where I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to get an acquisition manager. But yeah, because I work full time on my business.
So you left your 9 to 5.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You
Not
still
yet.
in it?
Yeah. It's funny. I'm up here encouraging you to leave, and I'm still here, right?
Oh, that's what's up. So you are a 9 to 5 wholesaler, man, on the 9 to 5 wholesaler show.
Yeah. Check it out. That's true. But nah, I'm only going to be here probably till the end of the 22 fiscal year. Probably January. I'll move out.
Yeah, that's what's up,
I
man. Hey,
move out of the working world, bro.
hey,
Couple things I still want to get lined up.
yeah, man, no doubt, man. Everybody got their thing, man. People was asking me like a year ago about, man, I taught a whole nother year. So it was like I went
Yeah.
a whole nother year. So, but
Yeah, well, you know, for me, it was more or less like before I can make that decision, I just wanted things to be consistent. Like I didn't want
yeah,
to make that jump and things are happening every other month or every 3 to 4 months. You know, so once you start getting consistent, that's when it was like, okay, now it's time to make the next move. You know.
yeah, no doubt, man. That's like everybody, that's the hardest decision.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
like me, it's just the hardest decision, man. But
yeah.
so it comes in, the VA brings it in, it comes to you. And then I guess you dispo it and you take it all the way to the end. Like you dispo it, you get it to the attorney's office, you coordinate the transaction, everything.
I do everything, bro. Everything.
Okay,
I'm on it like from day one, man. Once that lead come in, I'm on the phone, bam. And
gotcha.
from there, I'm all the way to the end, man, all the way up until the check comes.
So when you dispo, are you sending these just to some buyers, or are you posting it somewhere,
Well, you
or
know what?
what?
I like to do the posting, but fortunately for me, like I have buyers, like repeated buyers, like they're taking it before I could even post it, because a lot
Yeah,
of times, you know what I mean. A lot of times, I'm getting the type of the criteria that they're looking for, and
yeah.
and you know they'll tell me what they're looking for. I go out and I grab it. Once I grab it, hit them up. Listen, I got this, I got that. Oh, boom! I don't even have to post it.
They eat it up.
They eat it up, man. They eat it up. You know, it's true. If you find good buyers, man,
And
eh,
how did you meet these buyers?
in groups, in face groups on Facebook, a
So you
couple.
went to Facebook groups and you posted the property, and then they started contacting you.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of when you do that, you get a lot of wholesalers, you know, that
Yeah,
are not end buyers. But
yeah.
couple times, I was fortunate enough to run into real buyers. And in fact, one right now, I have a hedge fund behind me in Florida.
Oh, you said
So
you working with a hedge fund, one hedge fund?
yeah, I have a hedge fund company that one of the buyers is affiliated with a hedge fund, and
Uh,
he like that's like 80% of the deals that I get in Florida goes right to him.
oh man, that's sweet right there, man. That's sweet. So I tell people all the time, like you meet one person
That's
and that
it.
could change everything for you.
It could change everything. And that one, it's like they feeding you, bro. They feeding you. You just keep
Yeah,
bringing what they want, and they keep hitting you up. You got anything? What's next? What's next? You know, they looking for the next deal as well.
yeah. I got a flipper in Atlanta that I mess with, and
Mhm.
every time, and like I met one person, it changed everything for me. And ever
Mhm.
since I met that one flipper, it was over. It's like
Yeah,
it changed
yeah,
everything for me. But
yeah.
I
I
always
kind of
tell
got.
people that.
Yeah, that's true. One of my biggest buyers out here in Cali. I have a guy in Orange County. He he got big pockets, like, and he wants everything I get. Everything.
Yeah,
This guy calls me 2 3 times a day, and the moment I get something, man, he just snatches it right up. Like I said, he got deep pockets, so that helps. And he's one of my biggest buyers out here in California. So
yeah. And meeting those people, what would you give people advice for meeting those type of people?
you just got to get out there. You got to network. You got to network. Get out there, and once you start networking, you never know who you're talking to, and
Yeah,
you'll find them. Just get out there and start talking. Like just like they say, TTP. That's what you
yeah,
got to do. That's what you got to do. You got to get out there and talk to people, man. You got to
yeah.
network, and
And
you'll find them.
yeah, and that's what networking is, right? Just
Yeah,
talking to people.
Definitely. You got to communicate, man. Because like I told you earlier, man, I'm a laid back kind of guy where I like to keep things low key, but at the same time, a closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah.
You know,
I
so you got
always,
to speak up.
yeah, people used to always say network, network, network. Like, what does that mean? It's like it's just talking to many people that you can see or talk to,
Yeah,
So
I talk to everybody, man. I network with everybody. I mean, you never know, you know.
yeah.
You never know.
Man, so that's awesome, man. I ain't gonna hold you up too long. I got 5 questions, my
All right,
fab
man.
5 questions. This gonna be pretty fast, pretty quick answers. And then we'll go ahead and wrap it up and let you go, man. So
That's
the
fine,
first
man.
the first question is, what's your favorite mindset book that can help people get started?
Uh, my favorite would be, I would say, it's a book out there. What is the title of that? If you can't wholesale after this, then I ain't got nothing for you, or something like that. That book right there.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's my go-to book right there. Uh,
gotcha,
it's some gems in that, and of course, everybody, Rich Dad Poor Dad. But
gotcha. So,
those would be my favorite two right there.
oh, okay. I guess that answered the second question I was going to ask. What's your favorite wholesale slash real estate book? I guess it'd be Rich Dad Poor Dad or Todd Fleming's. If you can't
Yeah, top
wholesale through
three.
this, I got nothing for you.
Exactly. Yo,
Yep.
those two are my favorite, man. I live by that. So
And I'll try to tag links to those books below. The
yeah.
next question I got for you is, what's one thing you've bought since wholesaling that you wouldn't have bought before?
Oh wow. Uh Probably my car, man. I upgraded my car.
Oh,
That's nah, bro. It's like I still didn't get no Benz or nothing like that, man. I kept it,
yeah.
I just upgraded, got me a new car. Like
So what'd you get?
I got a Toyota, bro. I got a
Oh, okay.
I got a little SUV. I,
Yeah, so
I moved up just a little bit.
2023, 2022.
This is 2022.
Okay, dang, that's pretty
2022.
big time, man. I'm still rolling with my 2012, no, my 2008 Honda.
I was rolling, man. I was rolling in a 2007 Chrysler before all this, and I still had that puppy too, man. But it was breaking down. I was fixing it, so it was like that's the only thing I rewarded myself with right now, because right now I just pretty much put everything back into the business, and just I'm trying to go to the next level in terms of my rentals portfolio and things of that nature, man. So
Got you. So the next question is, um, what separates people who are successful at wholesaling from people who give up, fail, and never get started?
pretty much just what you said. It's self-explanatory. They give up too fast. Like you have to believe in yourself, and success. You just have to go for it. Believe in it. Stick with it. And my thing is to other people that want to quit wholesaling. Okay, you want to go back out and get a job. What do you do when you look for a job? You're gonna put in an application, right? And when you put that application in, you think yours is the only one that they receive? No, they got thousands of applications. It's the same thing as wholesaling in terms of pitching to sellers. It's the same thing. Application is marketing. So I'm like, don't give up. Just hit the ground running, keep grinding, and just stick with it. It will happen. It will happen.
Got you. Got you. That's a really good point. Just not giving up and
Not giving up.
just being
Just
willing to go out there and just keep going. I think
yeah,
that's what's, one of the keys that
yeah.
a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people just don't believe that they can do it. And you hear other people saying, if it happened to me, it could happen to you. It's true. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
Yeah, but it's just so hard to believe. I remember,
It is.
early on, it's hard to believe when you work in a job and you just don't see it. Like you said, you've never seen a check like that, and it's
Yeah,
just hard to believe. So when you say
yeah,
believe, it sounds easy, but it's just hard, man. It's really hard.
yeah. It is. It is hard, but hey, it's rewarding. it's rewarding at the end, man. Like your hard work will pay off. I mean, if wealth was easy, we'd all have it, right?
Yeah.
You definitely have to work toward that, man. But just don't give up.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. So Cass, where can more people find out more about you? Where can they connect with you?
Man, they connect me on Facebook. You can go to my Facebook, C-Bar Investment Group.
Gotcha.
Facebook, man, just hit me up right there. Anybody needs help with anything, just go for it. I didn't even set up a IG account in terms of the business. I
Yeah.
guess I'll do that next, but I'm basically on Facebook under C-Bar Investment Group. They can hit me up right there.
Gotcha. So I'm just gonna address a few questions
Sure.
from the people watching live.
No problem.
And if you got questions, you can put it here live, and we may be able to get to them. If not, we'll answer them in the comments. But somebody asked, did he mention the ARV? What was the ARV on that first deal that you had? I think you said the ARV was what?
It was I believe it was 760. 760. Yeah, I think it was 760 was the ARV.
So ARV was 760. You had it on a contract that
I had it for 620, 625.
625, and then you wholesaled it at.
I sold it for 650, 658, I believe it was 658 and some change.
Gotcha. Yeah. So
if my numbers are good, yeah, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, with those big old numbers, man, hard to keep up.
Nah, it's funny. It's funny, man. Like once you get that second one and the third one and everything just keep rolling, you'll remember your first deal, but you do forget the numbers because you're dealing with numbers every day.
Yeah,
You're dealing
it's
with
crazy.
numbers every day. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Somebody says has Cass did an interview with Flipman?
You know what? I've reached out to Flipman and he didn't get back to me. Well,
Yeah.
he got back to me, but in terms of the interview, I guess he didn't have time to set it up. But I'm gonna continuously hit him up because I want to be on that show because I owe it all to him, man. I owe it all to him. And that's how I connected with you, B. Like that's how I connected with you. Like when when your video went off, right? And I was strolling through YouTube, I saw your first video, right? That you posted up in there. And it was so quick that when I looked on there, you only had 3 views.
Yeah.
And like, I was right there. I was like, yo, I recognize this dude. And from there, man, I popped on your videos, man. And I'm like, yo, I can relate to this cat right here, man. That's why, man. Much love and support for you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah. It was all crazy. I was same as you, man. Like I was watching Flip Man and I give him the credit. It's like, dude,
he gets
I
all
follow, yeah, I followed him to the T. So it was like,
I still follow him, bro. Like when he does anything live, I still pop on.
Yeah, I'll pop on there too every now and then, man. It's crazy, man.
I owe Flip Man everything, man. But yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him and I just started. In fact, this is the first interview I've done because, like I said, I've always tried to keep it low key. But like now, it's like I'm up here telling other people, "Yo, it's time to give back." Now it's time for me to give back. Like help the next person. So
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, man. I said my goal is to help 100 people working in 9 to 5 start wholesaling. So I'm on a mission.
Yep, that's what it's about, man.
So Samuel Johnson said, "What counties in California are you marketing?"
LA County, Orange County, and San Bernardino County.
Ooh, you over there with the heavy hitters, man.
Man, I live in Pasadena, so that's LA County. I live right outside of LA, so these are the areas I pretty much stroll through. So
hey, y'all ain't doing nothing but winning out there in California. You got Golden State won last night. You got the Rams. You got the Rams. The Rams won the Super Bowl.
Nah, man. You see this hat? That's that's where I'm from, bro.
Philly.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. I live out here, but
so you the Fresh Prince.
Nah, man, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I'm a Philly sports fan all the way around, bro. These guys out here, they okay, but they're not. You know.
Oh man. So Samuel Johnson said, yeah, that's my market too. He also in Riverside.
Oh, Riverside's a good area as well.
Yeah.
They
Gotcha, man.
they have a guy out there in Riverside. I believe his name is Chris the Shark.
Yeah. I
And
think I've heard of him before.
Chris, he's crushing Riverside. Like he's crushing Riverside.
Yeah.
I think he was on Flipman as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's why I heard of him, man.
Yeah, he pretty much got like Riverside on lockdown, bro. If you can connect with him, you're good to go out there.
Yeah. So man, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, man. But what's one thing that you would want to leave people with, last thought that you would want to leave people with on this 9 to 5 wholesaler show?
Man, just keep pursuing your dreams, man. Just keep going at it. Keep grinding. Don't stop. Don't listen to the outside chatter. You know, you're going negativity. Just feed off of it. But just keep focused. Just keep focused and keep going. You know, like it will happen. Just keep your focus and go for it. Just don't stop.
Gotcha, man.
Stop.
I appreciate it, man. Anybody with more comments, make sure you leave them below. Cass, I appreciate you, man. You always come through on all my stuff.
No problem at all.
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, man. I'm finally glad to link up with you. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll bring it on again and go a little bit more in depth on a certain subject or something, man. But I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who's on the live that's checking in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this stuff. We're trying to help 100 people with a 9 to 5 start wholesaling, start living on their own terms. But appreciate y'all coming through. Until next time. Peace out.
Appreciate you.